The 2019 live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer is finally upon us. We've been waiting very impatiently for it, and boy is it something. Now in this video, I'm going to go through all the Easter eggs and references that I managed to find within the trailer. I'm not going to go into my thoughts on the movie. I'm going to save that for a later video. As anyone who's subscribed to the channel would know, I've been very vocal on this topic with the designs and things like that. I should also let you know that I'm not going to be able to use any of the audio from the trailer, as Warner Music have been going around and copyright striking anybody using it because of Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise. So well done for that. Really making a difference in the community there, Warner Music. You're just, my God. Anyway, let's get into all the Easter eggs and references that I managed to find. And if there's any that I missed, leave them in the comments for me to have a look at later. The first thing we get a look at in the trailer is a sign for the fictional town of Green Hill. We can also see Green Hill put on the side of Tom the Cop's cop car. This is obviously a reference to the Green Hill Zone, Sonic's most iconic level of the entire franchise. Next we see a speed pop up on Tom the Cop's speed gun, and it is shown that Sonic is going at the speed of sound. Which is pretty iconic for the character, and yeah, if he wasn't going at the speed of sound, I really would have more problems with it. Then you get to see the rings around the Paramount logo, which I think is a really nice touch. Next, we get the first-person, fast-paced scene of Sonic running through the forest. This is very similar to the scene that was used in the Sonic fan film that came out a good few years ago. You then see him drop into his home in the little ball, and it's a pretty cool scene. You see all his burnt out shoes. I assume he's going to have stolen them from people and then just burnt them out because of the friction, which is a nice little nod to the shoes he gets in the games, which are completely frictionless. Then you get Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio playing. As I said, I cannot play any of that in this video, otherwise Warner Music will strike me down. Cheers, guys. Then you see the blue lightning around Sonic's shoes. If this isn't a nod to The Flash, then it's a really bad ripoff. But very reminiscent of how The Flash runs with the yellow and kind of red lightning surrounding him. You then get the famous classic line, "Gotta go fast! Gotta go faster! Which, yeah, it had to be said. And you get a full frontal shot of Sonic as well. And in my opinion, it's the best shot of him in the entire trailer. Again, those thoughts will come later. You then see Gary Chalk, the voice of Grounder in the original Sonic the Hedgehog Sat.AM cartoon, and Robotnik in Sonic Underground, playing one of the military guys in the, the presidential room. Pretty cool. Nice little nod there. Eggman then appears in a black outfit, which when I look at it, I see a mix of the Sonic Underground kind of colouring with the black and the Sonic 06 kind of long robe, more realistic kind of deal. Dr. Robotnik is seen with an assistant who tells the military commander that the doctor thinks he's basic, who, for all intents and purposes, we can say is Snively for this one, or Orbot and Cubot, but let's go with Snively. Next, we get that spin dash, and that spin dash. The original sound effect from the games, and really cool nod. Just hoping they don't make that his kind of Kamehameha type deal. Sonic can spin dash like we can blink. It's just in his natural moveset. We then find out that Sonic is here to save our planet, meaning Sonic is an alien. We can do with that what we will. Then we get this wonderful line, every hero has a Genesis. Not really fair for me living in the UK when we had Mega Drive, and also doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, nice little nod. That was for the retro 90s players. The movie isn't, but that was. You then get the teleportation ring, which is a nice little nod to the special stages in the earlier Sonic games where you would transport there and try and get a Chaos Emerald from it. You then get a lot of drones that are very similar to the ones in Sonic Adventure 2. Not in design, but just the way they kind of attack and things like that. It looks very reminiscent of how things were meant to be in Sonic Adventure 2. A large portion of the film seems to take place in San Francisco, which is an obvious reference to the level City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2. This was actually based around San Francisco because the developers were working out of there at the time, and they became particularly annoyed with all the parking fines they were receiving. So they made it so that when you slid down the hills, you could knock cars out of the way. It's a really nice nod and hopefully one that people will appreciate. And the very last scene of the trailer shows us Dr. Robotnik in the full Dr. Robotnik getup. I'll be honest, I've looked at the outfit and I can't find a similar match to what he's wearing on his top half. I've never really seen him in a vest kind of thing. That is a vest, right? But he looks pretty good for the most part. You can't really see much roundness, but maybe that's something that will factor in later. However, I am willing to bet this is the last scene of the movie. And this is when we will finally see him as Dr. Eggman, as we have seen or heard of in previous leaks. And I just want to point something out. Every leak that has come out about this movie has so far been right. Except for the greater plot, which we don't exactly know yet, but the trailer seems to support it. I was quite disappointed to not see Dr. Robotnik in his original circular glider type thing. I really don't know what we call that. But there was no kind of reference to that in the trailer. The device that he's in is very much like a jet in that last epic scene of the trailer. And I will admit that was quite an epic scene. But what do you guys think? Did I miss anything? If I did, let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching this. Spin dash that like button, spin dash that share button, and homing attack that sub button so you never miss out on any of the latest content. I'll hopefully be coming back at you soon with a video giving my actual thoughts on the trailer. But until then, keep it locked here at Calamity Hatcher because that's what it takes to be infinite.